Township Board of Education, in accordance with Chapter 231, Public Laws of 1975, adequate advance written notice of the meeting was made by posting the schedule of meetings in the main floor lobby of the Board of Education Administrative Offices and by delivery to the Spring Park Press, the Coaster, and the Neptune Township Municipal Clerk. Advance electronic notice has been made on the district's website, consistent with bylaw 0164.6. In order to abide by the Open Public Meetings Act, Board of Education members may use their digital devices to follow the agenda, report out from meetings, and to view agenda background materials, but not to communicate with each other or anyone outside of the meeting. Fire exits are located in the direction indicated. In case of fire, you will be signaled by bell and/or public address system. If so alerted, please move in a calm, orderly fashion to the nearest exit. Postings have been placed on the bulletin board for everyone's use. Please do not remove these postings. You may obtain free copies of these documents from the district website or purchase copies by writing the Board of Education office. During the public session of this meeting, parties having comments are requested to address the president. The public is advised that in accordance with bylaw 0168, an unofficial audio recording of this meeting is being made. Pursuant to state statute, NJSA 26:3D17, and Neptune Township Board of Education Policy 7434, no smoking is permitted on Board of Education property. As a reminder, Neptune Township School District is a community for all learners, where we value opportunity, diversity, and accountability. Mr. Leonard, roll call, please.
Ms. Perry?
Here.
Ms. Harris?
Excuse.
Ms. Hoffman?
Here.
Mr. Hubbard? Here. Ms. Jones?
Excuse.
Ms. Morgan?
Here.
Ms. Perrier?
Here.
Ms. Thompson?
Here.
Ms. Flynn?
Here.
Ms. Lashley?
Here.
Ms. Jackson?
Here.
Madam President?
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Please also note administration that's present. At this time, we will have a moment of silence. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please stand and we will salute the flag.
Flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening again, everyone. Mr. Hubbard, can you move our minutes, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Be resolved, the Board of Education approved minutes of work session on May 28th, 2024, regular meeting of May 29th, 2024, so moved.
It's been moved by Mr. Hubbard, seconded by Ms. Thompson. Board members, any questions? Mr. Leonard, roll call, please.
Ms. Perry?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard? Aye. Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Perrier? Ms. Thompson?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Aye.
Ms. Lashley? Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Madam President?
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Dr. Crater will have our superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Just a few things. I do want to congratulate all of our seniors who graduated on a beautiful day last Thursday. First day in 2 years we've not had rain. It turned out to be beautiful. And congratulations to our middle school students who graduated 8th grade the previous Tuesday. Congratulations to all of our 5th graders moving on to middle school. And thank you, board members, for attending as many of those events as possible. We were well represented at all of those events, and that's appreciated by staff and by our families. I also want to thank Haley Clyburn, who sang at the Juneteenth flag raising that Mayor York held on last Saturday. I am in the process, as you know, of writing district goals that will be aligned to a strategic plan. I'll have them in your hands before the July meeting, and I believe that is it, Madam President.
Thank you, Dr. Crater. We also want to call attention to the Tap Into article. They actually covered our graduation this year. So if you didn't have an opportunity to attend, you can get a little flavor of what graduation looked like from that article. We will move now into our public forum. Oftentimes, advanced peer to members of our audience as the Board of Education takes action with very little comment and in many cases by unanimous vote. Before a matter is placed on the agenda at a public meeting, administration has thoroughly reviewed the matter with the superintendent of schools. If the superintendent of schools is satisfied that the matter is ready to be presented to members of the Board of Education, it is then referred to the appropriate board committee. The members of the committee work with administration and the superintendent to ensure that members fully understand the matter. When the committee is satisfied with the matter, it is then presented to the Board of Education before any final action is taken. Only then is it placed on an agenda for action at a public meeting. All personnel motions are at the recommendation of the superintendent. All agenda postings are available for public review. In rare instances, matters are presented to the Board of Education for discussion at the same meeting that final action may be taken. Time will be allotted now for public comment. Each speaker will be given a maximum of 30 minutes when recognized by the presiding officer. Individuals wishing to address the board shall be recognized by the presiding officer and shall give their names, addresses, and the group, if any, that they represent. Although the board encourages public participation, it reserves the right through its presiding officer to terminate remarks to and or by any individual not in keeping with the conduct of a proper and efficient meeting. The board will not respond to questions during the public portion of this meeting involving employment, appointment, termination of employment, negotiations, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of the performance of, promotion, or disciplining of any specific prospective or current employee. The floor is now open for public comment for anyone who wishes to speak. I'm sorry, you get 3 minutes. Thank you for that correction. Definitely not 30 minutes, my error. All right.
This is my first time.
Okay, welcome. So please state your name, your address, and the organization, if any, that you represent.
My name is Alicia Adams, and my work is Harvey Adams, and there you go, Team Neptune, all day, right? I'm from Walmart. We're from Walmart. Even though she wasn't born in Walmart, I'm from Walmart. So when I came to Neptune, and she was really involved in track, it was amazing. You know when the children are like when they're passionate about something, they feel like, yeah, this is what you're going to do. You don't know if they're going to change their mind the next day, 2 weeks later, but I say, this is what you're doing. You're good at it. This is what you're doing. And she loved it, right? And then I'm just fast forward. This man came along, right? We talk about this. When this man came along, he challenged children. It's not the normal middle school track. He's going to push you. He's going to make and motivate you and make sure that you can match you can be. And what I'm saying is he's from Army, right?
That's right. Okay, ma'am, you can't talk to the audience. You have to direct your comments to me. I'm sorry. No
I
worries.
didn't know.
No worries.
So what I'm just trying to say is, what I know is that he's making a very much great difference on our children. I have my daughter ready to go every day. And I just want us to be able to have a field outside of our home that we can go and at least do something with. There's no way that you're going to tell me that we have a whole track that kids want to go in the normal school year, but they can't do it for outside of the school. That ain't fair. That's not fair. So I'm just saying, like, the man is helping our children. He's helping our children be the best they can be. And the children want to do it. They want to do it. It's different than just, oh, I'm at school and after school, this is what I'm doing. Like, he's making a difference. I can see it. And this goes into June. This like just June. You're still in June. And he's making a difference. So I just want us to be able to, like, build on success. Because Harvey Adams, she is ranked for, like, how they doing 400? She's ranked on, what's that, 40% of New Jersey, like, or she's part of the whole, she's ranked in the percent of New Jersey as far as money goes.
Thank you for your comment, but let me just make you aware of a couple things.
Yes.
In relation to the use of our fields, we have what's called the use of facility policy and regulation 7510. Typically, our fields are utilized by organizations and they have to complete the process. And if it's an individual, there's a very different process for that. Our fields are primarily for use by our students. There's a reason for that. Unfortunately, in this society is very litigious. People sue. If there's an accident or something happens on our fields, it's not going to be you that they're going to sue. They're going to sue the school district. And we also have maintenance costs that we have to pay for those fields. So it sounds like it's not a big deal, but there's, you have to stripe it, you have to, whatever has to be done, it has to be maintained to perfection. The field is also one that hosts county meets. So we can allow, let's say, something to happen. And as you may or may not be aware, the last 7 years, we've been the victim of S2 cuts, which means we've lost millions, not thousands, millions of dollars over the last 7 years. Last year, we were supposed to lose 4.6 million, and it was reduced to 2.3. So we have had to cut staff. We've had to make some very difficult cuts. So what I'm saying is, it might sound like, oh, we should just be able to let people use things.
Okay.
But we unfortunately are not in that position to do that.
Okay.
What I would recommend, highly recommend, is that you look to partner with the Department of Recreation, the Neptune Township Department of Recreation, because they do have a relationship with the district. They do provide insurance, and they are able to use our fields in certain circumstances, depending on process. Dr. Frater, would you like to add something else?
Yeah, and I want to say, I do appreciate Mr. Schwartz's dedication to the kids. I mean, we have two sides here, right? We want to support our kids, and we want to make sure that they have opportunities to do something every day, especially those things that they're passionate about. And we want to encourage and develop that. But there's also a business side of this. We're not making it, we're not making any money, trust me.
I totally understand, but my question is, even when it boils down to the board now, if it's $1,000 per day, are we, what can we do?
So-
I'm saying our parents,
It depends on process, ma'am, and to my knowledge, no application has been filed. So I
But
can't
is that
speak
okay?
to, no, is it okay that no application has been
Okay, so
filed?
you're saying no application has been filed, we want to do this first, but all I'm
Oh,
asking.
no, that's not the process,
Okay.
unfortunately.
All I'm asking, and I mean this with all due respect,
Mhm.
I want our, if nothing more, our last training, I want our last in the here and next to the board, who our kids are. Like, so are we able to just pay $1,000 and that be it?
We didn't say that there was $1,000 fee. I'm not sure where that came from. What I would suggest is that you complete the use of facilities form, and it depends on the instance. I'm not sure where $1,000 fee is floating around because there are lots of other expenses in addition to insurance, and the insurance requires a certain level of liability. So
But my question
I
is,
can't-
are you guys advocating, and I don't even know, this is my first time, but are you guys advocating for our kids?
we
Like,
advocate for our children every single day.
That's all I'm.
Every single day. And personally, I ran track. I was in AAU. I wasn't good, but I did it, right? Because I enjoyed it. So I understand. Track is my passion. That was my sport, track and cheerleading. So I can speak for everyone on this board. We advocate for our children every single day. That is what we do.
I also want to add, we have not been in the past renting out, say, our facilities. There is a facilities use fee form that we just maintain in the event that there were changes, or we decide that that's the path we want to go down. We have not, to this point, widely rented out. We have helped agencies, organizations out when they need a tournament space or something like that. But that is being discussed at the board level because another organization approached us about the use of their fields. It is far more complicated than you can imagine in regard to the rules that we have to follow, the insurance that we have to expect, the staffing that has to be there. And as Ms. Jackson said, we just can't afford it at this point. For every person that's there, we have to have a staff member there, open the gates and pay them. We just can't absorb those costs. We have to, I'll pass those along.
So, and I appreciate you guys.
And thank you for coming out tonight.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm Coach Matthew Sports, 708 Lincoln Terrace. And if you don't know me, I've been a resident since '93. And both my kids graduated from high school. And over the years, I've spent thousands of hours volunteering for next high school and elementary school. I did reading to my son's class. At Green Grove, I planned a field day and helped supervise many field days at Green Grove and Summerfield. I was a major volunteer for the marching band under Kelly and Con Howell, including pushing, setting up equipment for performances, driving kids, loading, unloading equipment, and even I went to Disney as a parent supervisor, which we did. And I did. The buses didn't show for cross country. Me and my wife would drive kids to the meet so they wouldn't miss the meets. I volunteer all year round for them. My wife is the president of the Green Grove PTO for years, and I was like a dog. Even though she was the president, I did everything for her and for the kids. I raised thousands of dollars for the district. In very fundraisers and donations that I did. I sent some sponsors. And for the township, I was a volunteer soccer coach and a legal coach. So my point of telling you all that is that I'm not an apartment guy. I'm not coming here to try to make money. Matter of fact, I collected about $1,000 before, and I spent over $1,500. But that was one of the questions that was asked from the board secretary, who also sent me the use of facility form, which I didn't fill out because it said, and she said it's $1,000 a day. Not for the summer, but $1,000 a day. It was said on your form. And if you want the email, I can show you the email. But I have it in my email. But I was really, really surprised and hurt because I mess up your last theater, and she wanted a private coach for her daughter. And it said, I said, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna do that. You know, X amount of dollars, whatever. But then, how about some other kids? So we got all these kids together. Got about 13 kids. It's not all of them, but there's some of them here. And we got a team together. And with any good team, you want to practice on a facility that's relevant for children. And that's what I'm asking for. But when I saw $1,000 a day, and here's my insurance, by the way, which I sent a copy of to somebody else. But I have insurance, because I know how important that is. I've been in public schools since 1992. So I know what's going on. And I just want you also to know that some of these girls right here, like Shawana right there, representing Neptune, she won a whole bunch of medals. First place is going to say,
Mr. Schwartz, your time.
Okay, last. And also this, I've been coaching since 92. So you have an expert coach, if I may say so, who has state champions, etc. You have somebody who cares. And I'm not really making a profit. And I know the rules. And I know the prices. And I'm just like, can you please give a break for this kid? That's all.
So first, we want to thank you for all that you have done for our students and for the district, and for the township. Volunteering is a certain spirit, and not everyone has that, so we thank you for volunteering. In terms of who you've communicated with, I don't get involved in day-to-day operations, but I know our business administrator is Mr. Leonard. So I will direct you if you have communicated in terms of
Board secretary. The board
that's
secretary.
Mr. Leonard. He's our board secretary. You said she, so I wasn't sure who you communicated with. Okay, so you communicate, okay. So what I would like to do is you can have an offline discussion. We are not at this point in a position I am not in a position to do anything regarding this. Dr. Prater, if you would like to meet with her offline,
And also, I asked the recreation department
Okay, I'm not,
They said no.
we can't,
I just want you to know.
So recreation is the township, recreation is the township, they are not part of,
Okay, you
Board of
mentioned it. I'm
Education.
saying you go with
so,
You went to them, they said, no.
so
I would say,
I can't control the township.
okay.
So we do thank you for coming out, and we do wish everyone, all of our students who took the time to come out tonight, we wish you great success for the rest of the year.
Okay,
You
so
can't, unfortunately, ma'am, you've already spoken, you cannot speak from the audience, I'm sorry. We can speak offline once the meeting is over, but to keep the meeting in order, you can't speak from the audience. You've already spoken, your time is up, you can't speak any further, okay?
Hi, my name's Ricky, I live at 208 Poplar Place. I guess it's kind of redundant, what you're saying about the track, all that, but all this started, I guess how all this stuff started. And so, for track coach back then, she was in middle school, and she was really good. And she wanted to, ask her, I said, if you're serious about it, if you want to, do this in high school or whatever, let me know. And I'll find somebody to be personal, to it, your skills. So I put a post on the next meeting, Mr. Schwartz answered. And, he expressed interest in helping her, but also interest in starting to do an everything because there wasn't. So, so we continue to post, things and more children show a lot of interest because that's who doesn't have a track. Or I guess outside of school. So I guess basically what I'm saying, we're just asking you guys to consider letting the team use the field, practice that time over each. Because he stepped forward and he's given his time. And the kids, and he's gonna teach you to it. That's it.
All right, thank you. Is there anyone else in the audience who wishes to speak? Okay, seeing none, public comment is closed. Ms. Lashley?
That's not okay.
After everyone has already spoken, you may speak twice, but I just closed.
I'll do it like 2 seconds.
Okay, ma'am, I'll entertain you, but that is out of order. So come up. No, I'll entertain you. Come on. Come up. I don't want you to feel that you were not welcome at our meeting, so you are welcome to speak.
I'm very welcome.
And as I said, we can take our conversation offline once the formal meeting closes, and we will speak with you, and we will try to help however we can. Okay? Ms. Lashley, can you move our superintendent's report, please? It's been moved by Ms. Lashley, seconded by Ms. Puryear. Board members, any questions? Mr. Leonard, roll call, please.
Dr. Berry? Aye. Ms. Hopper?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard? Aye. Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Puryear? Ms. Thompson?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Aye.
Ms. Lashley? Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Madam President?
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. We will dispense with the reading of our committee reports. Mr. Hubbard, can you move our finance item, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Be it resolved, the Board of Education approved item recommended by the superintendent under finance as per document B1, items 1 through 13. So moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Mr. Hubbard, seconded by Ms. Thompson. Board members, any questions? Mr. Leonard, roll call, please.
Dr. Berry?
Aye.
Ms. Hopper?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard? Aye. Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Puryear? Ms. Thompson?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Aye.
Ms. Lashley?
Aye.
Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Madam President?
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Mrs. Hoffman, can you move our facilities item, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Be it resolved, the Board of Education approves
approve items recommended by the superintendent under facilities as per document B2, item 1. So
It's been moved by Mrs. Hoffman, seconded by Ms. Puryear. Board members, any questions? Mr. Leonard, roll call, please.
Ms. Berry?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Ms. Schreiber? Aye. Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Puryear? Ms. Thompson?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Aye.
Ms. Lashley?
Aye.
Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Dr. Berry, can you move our transportation items, please?
Yes, Madam President. Let it be resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent under transportation as per document B3, items 1 through 8.
Second.
It's been moved by Dr. Berry, seconded by Mr. Hubbard. Board members, any questions? Mr. Leonard, roll call, please.
Ms. Berry?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Ms. Schreiber? Aye. Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Puryear? Ms. Thompson?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Abstain.
Ms. Lashley?
Abstain.
Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Mrs. Thompson, can you move our education special projects item?
Thank you, Madam President. Be it resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent under education special project as per document C1, items 1. So moved.
It's been moved by Mrs. Thompson, seconded by Ms. Puryear. Board members, any questions? Mr. Leonard, roll call, please.
Ms. Berry?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Ms. Schreiber? Aye. Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Puryear? Ms. Thompson?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
I think abstain.
Okay. Ms. Lashley?
I abstain.
Okay. Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Ms. Puryear, can you move our special education item?
Second.
It's been moved by Ms. Puryear, seconded by Mrs. Thompson. Board members, any questions? Mr. Leonard, roll call, please.
Ms. Berry?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Ms. Schreiber? Aye. Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Puryear? Ms. Thompson?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Aye.
Ms. Lashley? Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Mrs. Morgan, can you move our personnel document, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Be it resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent under personnel as per document D1, items 1 through 78. So,
Second.
It's been moved by Mrs. Morgan, seconded by Mrs. Thompson. Board members, any questions? Mr. Leonard, roll call, please.
Ms. Berry?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Ms. Schreiber? Aye. Ms. Morgan?
aye.
Ms. Puryear? Ms. Thompson?
Aye.
Ms. Flynn?
Abstain 6. Abstain 14. 16. 17. 21. 39. 40. 45. 48. 50. 52. 56. 60. 63. 70. Yes.
Ms. Lashley?
Abstain from 2%. 8 and 14. 16. 17. 29. 39. 40. 45. 50. 52. 56. 63. 71.
Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Mrs. Hoffman, can you move our negotiations item, please?
Thank you, Madam President. Be it resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent for negotiations as per document
two,
Item 1, so moved.
Second.
It's been moved by Mrs. Hoffman, seconded by Mr. Hubbard. Board members, any questions? Mr. Leonard, roll call please.
Dr. Perry?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard? Aye. Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Prater? Ms. Thompson?
Aye.
Ms. Leonard?
Aye.
Ms. Ashley? Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Madam President?
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Dr. Berry, can you move our scheduled meeting?
Thank you, Madam President. Let it be resolved that the Board of Education approve items recommended by the superintendent under document C.
Second.
It's been moved by Dr. Berry, seconded by Mr. Hubbard. Board members, any questions? It's a schedule of meetings, but yes. Board members were asking something, it's a schedule of meetings. Board members, any questions? Mr. Leonard, roll call please.
Dr. Perry?
Aye.
Ms. Hoffman?
Aye.
Mr. Hubbard? Aye. Ms. Morgan?
Aye.
Ms. Prater? Ms. Thompson?
Aye.
Ms. Leonard?
Aye.
Ms. Ashley? Ms. Jackson?
Aye.
Madam President?
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. Board members, I just want to remind you to make sure that you're checking your calendars because we've added a couple training opportunities that will take place in, I don't have my notes in front of me, but July, and we have one in July, we have one in August, and we have one in September. So just to make sure everyone has that on their calendars. Is there any new board business to come before the board? Is there a motion for adjournment? It's been moved by Ms. Lashley, seconded by Ms. Flynn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Feel free to come up.